I met Jeff Bezos 25 years ago, and he told me, Dave, I want you to invest in my company. What are you doing? I'm gonna start a bookstore in my garage. Okay, and I'm gonna put it online. People buy online, and I'm gonna ship out of my garage. But if you invest in me, Dave, someday I'm gonna be the richest man in the world. I'll do over $100 billion.
Today, Amazon is everywhere, from our doorsteps to the cloud. A trillion-dollar company that changed how the world shops, reads, and even watches TV. But behind this revolutionary empire is a man who once started with nothing but a small garage, a borrowed desk, and a bold idea. This is the story of Jeff Bezos, the man who turned an online bookstore into one of the most powerful companies in history. The humble beginnings. Jeffrey Preston Bezos was born on January 12, 1964, in Albuquerque, New Mexico. His biological father left when Jeff was just a baby. He was later adopted by Miguel Bezos, a Cuban immigrant who gave him not only his name, but also his belief in hard work. As a child, Jeff was obsessed with science and inventions. He even rigged an electric alarm system to keep his siblings out of his room. Bezos was a quiet, curious kid, a bookworm who loved space and computers. Little did the world know that this quiet kid would soon launch one of the most disruptive companies of the 21st century, the leap of faith. After graduating from Princeton in 1986 with degrees in electrical engineering and computer science, Bezos climbed the ranks on Wall Street. By 1994, he was making six figures at a hedge fund in New York. But something kept nagging at him. He'd read that internet usage was growing at 2,300% a year. And then came the idea, what if he could sell books through the internet to the whole world? It sounded crazy. The internet was still new. No one believed it would work, but Bezos couldn't shake the thought. So, he made a decision that would change everything. He quit his job, left New York, and drove across the country to Seattle, writing his business plan in the car with his wife Mackenzie. With just $10,000 and a dream, Bezos launched a website from his garage. It was called Amazon.com. From garage startup to global giant, Amazon's humble beginnings were nothing like what we see today. Jeff used a door as a desk. His garage had no heating. He packed books by hand and drove to the post office himself. But the idea worked. Orders began pouring in. Within a month, Amazon was selling books in all 50 US states and 45 countries. Bezos had tapped into something huge. Soon, Amazon expanded beyond books to CDs, electronics, toys, and eventually everything from groceries to gadgets. Facing failure and fierce competition. But it wasn't always smooth sailing. In the early 2000s, the dot-com bubble burst, taking down hundreds of tech companies. Amazon's stock plummeted from $100 to just $6. Analysts said it was over, that Bezos had failed. But Jeff didn't flinch. Instead, he doubled down. He focused on customer obsession, fast delivery, and innovation. He introduced Amazon Prime, promising 2-day shipping, a game changer that locked in millions of loyal customers. Then came Kindle, Alexa, and AWS, Amazon Web Services, which quietly became a cloud computing giant powering the internet itself. The world's richest man. By 2017, Amazon was everywhere. Bezos became the richest man on the planet, surpassing Bill Gates, with a net worth soaring past $200 billion. But despite the wealth, he was still obsessed with building and inventing. He launched Blue Origin, his space company, aiming to make space travel accessible to everyone. Because for Jeff, Earth is just the beginning, a legacy of innovation. In 2021, Bezos stepped down as Amazon CEO after more than 25 years of leadership. But his journey didn't end there. From revolutionizing online shopping to reshaping the cloud, books, and even space, Jeff Bezos has redefined what's possible. He once said, if you decide that you're going to do only the things you know are going to work, you're going to leave a lot of opportunity on the table. And with that mindset, he built a company that transformed the world. From garage to galaxy, Jeff Bezos' story reminds us, big things often start small. From a dream scribbled in the back seat of a car to a trillion-dollar empire. From a garage in Seattle to the edge of space. This is more than just the story of Amazon. It's the story of vision, risk, and relentless pursuit of the future.